How's it going, everybody? Corey here. I just wanted to make a quick update video on our favorite stocks, and I also wanted to let you guys know that this will be my last stream until, or last video until next week. I will be heading out of town for Thanksgiving. I want to wish everybody a happy, safe Thanksgiving. Yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into the stocks and see what's going on. Keep in mind really quick, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Just want to talk about some of the plays that I'm personally taking a look at. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about PROG, P-R-O-G. So I did want to talk about PROG. It is heading up right here. We can see it did peak out at 36% of the free float on loan. Currently it's down around 32%. Really not too worried about that. I mean, the utilization's at 99%, cost to borrow 90. I mean, it's all like pretty dang high. It's just not a comfortable stock that the hedge funds are holding, especially since they bought in probably around this low or something, and they're probably in the negative right now. And if they have a short position, it is costing them a lot of money to hold that. Okay. Recently we did have some huge price action. There was a lot of options that expired in the money. People are anticipating a potential gamma squeeze today. I don't like to put dates on anything, but I will be watching and I will not be upset if anything like that happens. Okay. I'm still feeling super good about it. Short interest of free float has gone down a little bit. We can see here it is, we can see right here it is around 19.85%, still plenty high, but definitely trending downward a little bit, maybe just recalibrated, but either way, not too worried about it. Let's hop over to BBIG. BBIG, I've been adding to my position consistently because it's been going down while this is the free float on loan has been going up. It's kind of strange that it kind of, whether it recalibrated or whatever happened here, but either way, this stock is still, I think, primed and ready to go. I am curious why it hasn't taken off just yet, but I think that when it takes off, it'll probably take off pretty violently given all of the stats that are going on. I'm just going to continue to hold and just wait on my position. Pretty simple of my strategy. ATER. So I wanted to talk about ATER. I am keeping a pulse on this. I think that while this chart doesn't look so good, I've kind of been focusing on, the negative rather than the positive. Because whenever you look at it, there was a high of 78% of the free float was on loan. And that's like ridiculously high. That's higher than Progenity even, because Progenity was even higher than that. Or no, not as high as that, but pretty high. But if we take a look at it, realistically, we can see that, let's take away this peak over here. We can see over here, I mean, 39% is still higher than BBIG and PROG. So ATER, I don't want people to dismiss it just because this chart doesn't look so promising, because it looks like it may be trending downwards or something. But even if it, regardless of how you look at it, you can see here that 40% of the free float on loan is extremely high. Utilization 95%, extremely high. Short interest is at 24.25%. That's even higher than Progenity. Utilization heading back up. It did drop a little bit, but I believe it. I think this play is going to really print. I do have a nice position in this one, but I'm up here kind of. I'm kind of like way up here. I may look into averaging down as this gets a little bit closer and this continues to increase, but I'm just gonna play this one very close to the chest. So yeah, let's take a look at Tattoo Chef. I did want to call this one out really quick because this one is looks like it's ready to go. This utilization just hit 100%. Free float on loan 40%, almost 41%. Short interest is 39.02%. It looks like, based on all my indicators that I like to look at, which I just pointed out, it looks like this one may go for a run relatively soon. Free float on loan, I'd consider this an all-time high. It's down by less than 0.5 from the actual all-time high. So I think it's really going to have a run soon. It may need some kind of news catalyst or something, but I think that it may have a play relatively soon. Sundial. So this one I'm going to continue to watch closely. I want to see this hook back up, the free float on loan, before I actually take my position. Currently, it's all the way back down to 70 cents essentially, where it was before the run up. And it had a huge run up to 96 cents, and then it has run all the way back down to flat essentially, basically flat, not quite there, but pretty close. And I think that this one could be a huge play with huge upside potential whenever there's a catalyst. Either way, you know, there could be a day where, you know, I see little times here where it has a little run, and what I'm thinking about doing is playing like a leap option or something, like a 6-month option or maybe even a year option, and seeing which one it would be the best. And I may take take profit whenever it goes on a small run or something like that. But I'm thinking about my play, what I want to do here. Another one I wanted to talk about was Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is currently at an all-time high with the free float on loan. That includes shares on loan. Remember, they mirror each other. So this one right here, so the shares on loan is also at an all-time high, just so we're clear there. I like looking at the free float on loan because it's a percentage rather than shares on loan, because we can see, you know, shares on loan 24 million, shares on loan, you know, 9.14 million. It just doesn't really matter unless you're looking at the whole free float. So taking a look here, we can see that, I mean, it's all-time high. The stock is at an all-time low, essentially. To me, what this tells me is they're heavily shorting this stock into the ground. And I think that any kind of news, I know that there was, I thought I saw that there was going to be a big push for what they do, like, you know, the fake meat or whatever. And it seems like there may be a big push soon. I would probably bet that there's going to be some kind of catalyst within the next year, for example, that this is going to take off. And I think that, especially with these numbers so high and the recent news that I'd seen, I can't remember if it's for Beyond Meat, but it really doesn't have to be. It's just about the industry as a whole. As long as they don't have any kind of news like the meat makes you sick or causes cancer or something like that, as long as you don't have something like that, then I think the stock will probably be fine. And I think that you'll probably get some kind of positive news catalyst, I would imagine, in the near future, especially with their stock kind of dwindling. I would imagine the leaders would be ready to release their news, or I'm not sure how their thought process would go, but I would not be surprised in the least bit if this one, you know, took off and went, you know, it is pretty high right now. If you look at the stock, it says it's about, you know, $75 about an average here, and it's been all the way up here, you know, $150. So I'm curious what's going to happen soon. I'm going to continue to watch it, especially with these numbers being so high. That's what I have for you guys. Again, have a very fun, very safe Thanksgiving. Wish you all the best, and I will catch you guys very soon, okay? Peace.